One of our key projects was the demolition, processing and site clearance for our client Glencar of the former Eli Lilly Pharmaceuticals headquarters in Basingstoke. The contract duration for this was circa 22 weeks, and it's about a £1.2 million scheme for us. The scope was the demolition, processing materials and site clearance of the former Eli Lilly HQ. The site comprised of 4 buildings, the prime one being the HQ itself, which was 5 stories of above ground reinforced concrete frame construction, sat on top of 2 stories of below ground car parking, also concrete construction. For the demolition of the primary Eli House structure, HWM deployed their own specialist demolition equipment and plant. Lots of kit was on site, including lots of diggers, dumpers, excavators, rollers. However, the primary efficient plant on site was the 2 high-reach demolition excavators, and we deployed our 90-ton Hitachi excavator with concrete cutters. These really proved dividends in taking the building down efficiently and safely. When the superstructure of the building had been taken down, using our plant and equipment, all the aggregates are then stored upon the existing basement slab, 1 story below the existing ground. This gave us an ideal platform to start bringing in our crushers and screeners on site to start processing the materials into reusable aggregates on the project. Over 5,000 tonne of metals were removed from the project via HWM's own vehicles and taken to recycling centres locally. With all the materials from the demolition stored on the basement slab, HWM then started crushing and screening those materials into reusable aggregates. This was a huge benefit to the client because obviously it keeps lorries off the road and stops the import of materials on the site. We're essentially recycling the materials from the demolition for reuse. This job we produced circa 10,000 cube of 6F2 crushed concrete and a huge 10,000 cube of Type 1, all for reuse on the project. The methodology of this demolition project was key to HWM and the successful delivery of the project. We had some real sort of key risks on the job we had to work with our client Glencar to mitigate. We had 2 live HV cables and a live substation on site, telecoms cables and 2 fibre cables all serving a nearby hospital that were critical for us to mitigate any risk to those during the demolition process.